Okay, so this video is for one person in particular, and you'll know who you are, but it's also for all the people who I am missing or I'm going to miss in future. 3 music swap suggestions for this week. First, the White Stripes' We're Going to Be Friends. Second, the Simon & Garfunkel classic So Long, Frank Lloyd Wright. And third, John Denver's Leaving on a Jet Plane, rather ironically. Are you all ready for some sentimentality? Because I know I am. I sat in the awkward middle seats on the bus the other day. You know the ones I'm talking about. The loners that are in the bendy accordion part of the bus. Ones that almost tip you out anytime a bus takes too fast a turn, and they're like 4 awkward inches taller than anything else on the fracking bus, and that like look like the most lethal place you could be in case of an accident. Yep, those ones. Anyway, I'm sitting there kicking my toes in the air because of course my feet don't touch the ground when I sit in those seats, and I was thinking back to when I was a kid. I used to kick the glove compartment of my family's silver VW bus when my mom drove me around, and she was usually really frustrated with me because A, I was getting dirt all over the glove compartment, and B, we were having to drive a really long distance. And I remember that we used to keep children's Tylenol in that particular glove compartment, and that children's Tylenol I think came in 2 flavors, pink and purple. I liked pink more, and one time I ate some Tylenol just because I wanted the flavor, not because I was sick, and my parents got really angry and worried. And generally I was just sitting on the bus feeling very young and small. And then I suddenly realized that you must face this problem, by which I mean the toes in the air phenomenon, every time you ride the bus, because you're just the tattest bit shorter than I am. So you must sit in those ugly, ugly blue seats every time and let your toes swing back and forth and think about almost ODing on children's Tylenol. And then it struck me that you're leaving. And then I felt very young and small, but for very different reasons. I've been dodging these moments a lot rather recently. Anytime I start to feel that bellyache that indicates that I'm missing you before you've left, I immediately start thinking about something else. By doing just the tiniest bit of mental aikido, I can redirect those thoughts so they become glancing blows and I don't have to feel their full force. I've done this pretty much my whole life, and I don't know why I avoid this kind of emotional pain so assiduously, but I do. See, I'm the one who always does the leaving. I ran away from home to go to college so I wouldn't get left behind, and for a while I've been planning on going abroad so you all couldn't beat me to it. If I think it's going to hurt to say goodbye, I make sure that you say goodbye to me, which is why I've been surprised that you can leave me before I leave you. Well, surprise might be the wrong word. It's caught me by dread, if that makes any sense at all, because I've been dreading this since graduation. You know that line in Cowboy Boots by that least controversial of artists, Macklemore, that goes, "Some grow up, move on, close the chapter, live separate lives, the 20-something confusion before the suit and tie"? That's where I feel like I'm living, in that weird confusion before people move to where they're going to settle down, buy dogs and houses in the suburbs, and get mortgages. Right now I feel like a frog on a lily pad, or maybe more accurately a little kid on a pillow playing Lava Monster. I know at some point I'm gonna have to hop to a safer place, but I've been avoiding imagining jumping for so long that I'm almost comfortable here. Except for now you're leaving, and the pillow/lily pad is starting to fall apart, and I don't want to hop. Em, you've been a great roommate and an even better friend. You've let me eat your food and drink your booze and sleep in your bed. You've made me think that maybe I'm not as introverted as I thought I was, which is a huge credit to your warmth and openness. And you've helped me feel less alone when I've felt really, really alone. And I thank you very, very much for that. I can't stop you from leaving, Em, and honestly, I wouldn't want to. Your life is going to get so much bigger out there in the fresh air, and I wouldn't want to deny you that, even if it shrinks my presence in your life. So all I can say is thank you. Thank you for being a fellow passenger, sitting on swivel chairs between 2 pieces of solid ground, swinging your toes with me, and passing the journey together. I sure will miss you, and I'll see y'all next time.